I was going to say there are many things that were announced in the Conservative Party conference. Is not true. There are about two or three things which were announced. One of which was the lowering of the age of permission to buy cigarettes. So, and the plan to progressively, year on year, raise that age so that eventually it would be impossible for a child to buy cigarettes, and this should eventually start to discourage younger people from smoking and stop people smoking. There are many arguments in favour of a ban on cigarettes. Almost 6 million people in the UK smoke. It's still too many, and there were movements and laws in the US at the end of the 19th century through to the early part of the 20th century, in 15 odd states, banning smoking. And yet, there were people in the UK claiming that smoking had beneficial effects. It has none. It's the single most preventable cause of illness and death. It causes cancer, strokes, heart disease. It's the most pernicious form of self-regulated drug. 15 types of cancer are caused directly by smoking. And the big argument against smoking is that against banning smoking in this way is that it would cause a creeping instance of black market trade where nobody pays tax. Well, tax is less important than people's lives, and I think it's not only health which would be of benefit to a smoking ban, but also, it will save money. Smoking places such a burden on people's overall budgets, and I think the average smoker, apparently in the northeast of England, spends 10% of their income on tobacco, 6% of their income on tobacco in the southeast, but that's because people are paid more down here than up there. That's simply a matter of the fact that we haven't done our levelling up properly. But it would help the environment. Not least the experience of walking down the street, and every other doorway you come to, there's somebody outside the doorway, particularly in London, smoking, having a smoking break, releasing pollution into the atmosphere, cigarette butts on the pavement, toxic chemicals in the residues of soil and water. You have to do something about this. Not only there, not only in on the streets of London do you have pollution, but you also have the problem that tobacco is planted in rainforest areas, which have been trimmed back in order to allow for the plantation. It contributes directly to deforestation. It consumes scarce resources in growing, curing, rolling, flavouring, packaging, transport, advertising, and in the whole machinery of legal defence. If we took the lawyers out of defending the tobacco companies, they could defend migrants. And the biggest argument against bans on smoking is that it will reduce the amount of tax the government can grab. I don't think that's a valid. I don't think that's a valid reason to stop protecting people's health. The government's first job is to protect our health and protect our lives, and that is best done by banning smoking.